Welcome to Holy Rosary Heartbeat, where the voices of our school come alive, from the chapel to the classroom, the stage to the sports field. This is where character, courage, and confidence meet conversation. My name is Lelethu Nzimande, and I am the 2026 Head of Culture at Holy Rosary School. I am so excited to introduce you guys to a new initiative at Holy Rosary. As part of our 85th birthday celebration, this week we are launching our very own podcast called the Holy Rosary Heartbeat. At Holy Rosary School, we believe that learning can take place in many forms. This podcast is your front row seat to the stories, dreams, and voices that make our community pulse with purpose. Each season of Holy Rosary Heartbeat will bring something new, different hosts, fresh perspectives, and meaningful conversations with people who shape our school, like our students, our staff, our parents, our alumni, and the wider community that supports us. You'll hear student spotlights, teachers' chats, alumni's reflections, behind-the-scene moments from drama and music, and even to a few fun games along the way. But this is more than just a podcast. It's a platform for potential where our girls can get involved and grow in confidence, develop their communication skills, and learn the arts of storytelling, recording, and editing, skills that echo far beyond the school gates. So, whether you're a proud parent, a curious student, or a dedicated teacher, or a friend of a HRS girl, we invite you to tune in, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to get involved or be a guest, reach out to Mrs. Jessica Edwards in the Spark Labs. It is here where you'll find our special Holy Rosary Heartbeat recording studio. At Holy Rosary, we don't just build good character, we let it speak.
Joy of the Lord is my strength.
I know that one, but I know it in a different tune.
Okay.
Like it's the one where it's like, how does it go? It's like, oh, the joy of the Lord is my strength, my strength. Oh, the joy of the Lord is my help, my help. Na, 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 na. Oh, the lyrics left me. But it's like, it's a tune, something like that.
That's perfect. Without any explanation, if I had to guess what head of culture is, it is, what is culture for the school, firstly? So that is all things related to art. Mm-hmm. So it is visual art. It is also performing arts. So that is singing, acting, all of those things. So is that, am I right in saying
you are right on the money.
Okay. What did you have to do to try and convince them that you are the right person?
I think it's actually quite an interesting one, because I think that with the heads, it's like something that you kind of look at from grade 8. And I think it's something that everyone talks about since grade 8 is like, What is this person going to be? Who's going to be our head girl? Who's going to be our head of culture? So I think like in the physical sense as to what I had to do, it was like house plays. It was just putting myself out there in the sense of culture and allowing people to see that, okay, drama, I've got it. Music, I've got it. Yes. And like how I like show myself as a person, that's the thing that everyone's kind of like, looking for through grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, until eventually it's vote time.
And was it the sparkle and glamour that you thought it would be?
We had the cultural showcase recently, right? And it's like situations like that where you have to MC, but not just MC, make sure that tech crew's running properly. Yes. You got to make sure that people know when the events are. You got to make sure that all the girls know the actual orders of everything and everything's running smoothly. And if it's not running smoothly, you're the MC. So everyone's going to blame you. They're like, Lelethu, what happened there?
Okay.
So, yeah.
You learn from your mistakes.
You do. You really do.
Is it a lot of hard work?
It is. But it's like when you're doing hard work for something that you feel passionately about, it doesn't feel too bad.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay. So my team assisting me, right? There's first the leaders. These are like my OGs. These are all the people that you work with. As much as like they're in different departments of stuff like sports and well-being and service and religion, everyone like works together, and we all have like obviously like our common goal, which is like to improve our high school and make people enjoy being at Holy Rosary, you know? So those
Yes.
are the first people that like I look towards with help and different other aspects, like in the culture sense. And then the second people would be my like, I think it's called like a liaison or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's Mrs. House. She's the one, she's like the head of culture. Right. So if there's anything that I ever want to do in the cultural sense, she's going to be the one that I go to. It's me and her constantly discussing as to, will this idea work? Will it not? Can I move this event? She's the one that I'm usually with.
Okay. And so you have to do a certain amount of project management, I would assume?
You do. You
Right.
do. Oh my word. But a lot of it, right now, Holy Rosary, we've got a lot of culture events that are already set in place,
Yes.
right? And I think they're incredible events. But obviously, like if you want to be the head of culture that like, you know, improves and you want to take it a step further, right? Like introducing new events for the school that haven't maybe been done before, that one is where the project management comes into play.
Yes.
You have to send event proposals. You need to make sure emails are right. You need to make sure all the other aspects of like just planning in general is done properly.
Right. What can you tell me about the current state of our media?
Oh my word. The current state of our media. Yo. I don't think I subscribe. I don't want to say that I subscribe, but I also
Yes.
think like it's at a state where it's like everything feels so addictive.
Yes.
Can I say? Yeah. It's
Well
like
said.
Thank you. When it comes to like social media and when it's like TikTok and Instagram, it feels like we're constantly being drawn in, like
Yes.
wanting to find out more information, wanting to just consume more. We're in a state where we're constantly consuming rather than creating. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah,
Do you watch Netflix?
I do.
Do you watch any series?
I love series. For me, some of my friends make fun of me for it, but I love anime. I love
Anime.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And like, as much as like for them, they're like, no, Lelethu, it's so goofy and it's so weird. Like they have the craziest storylines. Like there's
Yes.
the one, I think there's the one that I'm most recently watching. I can't even pronounce the title, but there was like one of my favorite sports animes. It's called Haikyuu, right?
IQ. Okay.
And it's like, it's about this team. It's a volleyball team, right?
Right.
And it's genuinely just their journey trying to make it to the top.
Oh, that's good.
There's this kid, his name's Hinata, right? He's the main character. And he himself, he is short. And in volleyball, like any sports space,
Yes.
being short is such a disadvantage. Yo.
Right.
So he's a short guy and he's just trying to get it through. He's trying to like make it to the top with everyone else. And somehow he himself, shortest person on the team, lands up being like the ace, like the most important player there. So,
All right.
yeah,
Okay. So it's inspiring story.
very.
I have had this journey with anime. I was born in 1979,
Really?
matriculated in 1997, right?
Uh-huh.
Back then we did have anime as well.
Which ones?
There was quite a few violent ones. So it was, these ones where they have these karate tournaments and what my observation on anime is, I see, I try to watch a couple of things, but I always end up putting them off because they get into like this supernatural, there's like a demon and
Oh, I get what you mean.
yes. Do you come across a lot of that stuff maybe on Netflix, like supernatural
I
weird
do.
stuff?
But for me, I that's what I enjoy. Like I
Yes.
enjoy stories where, as much as I do enjoy the realistic ones, like Haikyuu, where it's like telling a really nice story, which
Yeah.
can be real, I love stories where it's like it's a bit out of the ordinary.
Fantasy.
Yes, love fantasy.
Sci-fi, fantasy type thing. Though I find that a lot of it can actually be, it feels harmful. It feels harmful because it feels like I've been looking at online stuff now from this kind of perspective. If you're watching maybe a series, it's sort of like an online course that you're going through this online course, watching these videos, maybe like 20 minutes at a time, 40 minutes at a time, and then you watch season 1, season 2, season 3. And by the end of season 3, you've gone like 21 days watching this same thing. So I call it the media track. So you're on the media track and you're watching, you're practically doing an online course on, let's say, spells.
Yeah.
And kind of feels wrong because it feels like I'm being trained, because that's the point of an online course, is I'm being trained in a certain way to do certain things. I think important to try to figure out when to switch off. Do you do that?
Switching off?
Yeah.
I think so. I've been really bad at it recently, but I have been trying. Yeah.
What are some tips
for switching off?
Switching off.
I think for me, the best way that I switch off, right? And I think it's one that's always helped, is just reading. I think taking a second to like just step away from the screen and being able to read something, even if it is nonfiction, you know what I mean?
Yes.
As much as like nonfiction, it gets a bad rep where it's like, okay, they're talking about some pretty crazy topics.
Yes.
I think it teaches us a lot, like if you look for it.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, right? Just a random story. When I was younger, whenever me and my parents used to go to the movies, my dad used to irritate me all the time because every time we'd leave a movie, we could leave like Jurassic Park or even a Shaun the Sheep movie. I remember Shaun the Sheep movie, right? And he would ask me, what did you learn? And I was like, what do you mean, what did I learn? It's a Shaun the Sheep movie. Like, what can I learn from that?
Yes.
And I think it was something that he always taught me, like, you can learn something in everything. Like in the Shaun the Sheep movie, one of like the most important lessons is like, because in that movie, they weren't speaking English. They were speaking in bars, like, like the bar.
Yes.
So they were speaking in those. And it had taught me that, okay, communication doesn't always have to be in English. It doesn't always have to be like with your voice, it can be with your body language and other aspects. So I think when it comes to reading, I think as much as it can be nonfiction, like I said, like you can learn stuff from reading. You're not just like consuming a story or fictional story. I think like reading, it makes you an interesting person, I would say.
Yes. Okay. So reading, I especially like stories about the king or the queen. It's like kings and queens.
Like in media, like movies and
movies
series
and things like that. How about you?
I like them, but I prefer them in books.
Do you know any stories about kings and queens?
Okay, there was the one. It's not necessarily about the king and queen, but it's set in that era. It's called Dance of Thieves, right?
Yes.
And it's a romance book. Sue me, I'm just a girl, right?
Nice.
But it's a romance book, right? And it was like about this girl who's a knight, right? So she works for this queen, and their nations are uniting, right? Okay. There were these two nations that have to unite because of like some war that had happened, right? So now in their uniting, she has been instructed to go get the king, not the king, the soon-to-be king, right? Because the king of that land had passed away, and that's why the land was unstable, right? So now she went on a journey to go find this like new to-be king, right? And now they journey back. But like on the way, it was a long journey, and they eventually get closer until eventually when they came back, they were like, oh my gosh, we should get married. And then they got married and lived happily ever after.
So tell me the name of that book. I'm writing it down.
Dance of Thieves.
Dance of Thieves. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to get this book for Gabriella.
I hope she likes it.
I hope she does as well. And she's at that age now, when mom and dad are watching TV with her, and then there's a little kiss on TV. She's like, I don't know if you ever actually get out of that. So
you literally don't. I am still in grade 11, and if there's a kiss, I'm like,
it's like,
it's a bit awkward.
Let me put my socks straight.
And I'm like, oh my word, the ceiling looks so interesting today. Wow.
Oh gosh. So now, I was here at the school when there was a war cry that was done recently. Were you a big part of that happening?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm also a part of the Spirit Committee, right?
Okay.
And the Spirit Committee, it's made up of the 4 house leaders of the high school and then 4 girls that they choose, right?
Yes.
So us as the Spirit Committee, like, I actually really like being in the Spirit Committee because it combines like 2 things that I really love doing, which is
Yes.
screaming and sports. I also really, really, really love sports.
Yes.
So during the war cry practice, you get usually the grade 8s and 9s. We all come together and we are just screaming.
The war cry happened at the quad.
Oh,
One of
yes,
the
yeah.
quads. Yes. And it gave me goosebumps. I mean, I actually have goosebumps thinking about it. And it's like so good for your development in your confidence.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
And tell me, like, so when you go out there into the quad and you're all doing this together, and there's like one kind of movement, everybody's moving in the same direction and screaming the same thing. I kind of get the sense that there's like almost like a unity type of bond.
100%. 100%. Like the unity that you feel in that moment, right? Because like these war cries, they're not just random stuff, you know? It's like you're screaming for your school, you know? And as much as you want to be like, okay, yeah, I can scream a war cry and still not like my school. Like there's this power when you're screaming a war cry with your friends and being able to like feel the rhythm of the music, feel the rhythm of what you're saying. And it's like, there's this like power of like truly feeling like a Holy Rosary girl. Like you genuinely feel like this passion and like this desire to just keep screaming because you're like, you're getting your love out for Holy Rosary and you're getting your love out for like either the rhythm, if that's what you're into in the spirit, the rhythm or screaming with your friends. Like it's just getting your emotions out.
Thanks for engaging and, really appreciate you. That was beautiful and brilliant. And Lelethu, it was an honor and privilege to have you on. I hope to have you on more often. We're going to wrap up.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we're going to see you very soon, or we're going to hear you very soon. And you are going to, you are destined for great things, Lelethu.
Oh, thank you.
You know this already.
But it's very nice to hear, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Good. So when are we doing the war cry?
The war cry with everyone.
Yes.